What's up, you guys? It's your boy JB, and I'm here for the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 5, Reunion, Part 1 of 3. Whew, you guys, this reunion was something else. Something else. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it, shall we? All right, you guys, so the reunion. The set is inspired by Madeira. I can't remember how you pronounce it. Portugal. I'm still not feeling the color scheme. The yellow is just not the look. As far as reunion looks, who do I like the most? I have to say that my favorite look of the reunion goes to Karen. I like Karen's hair, her dress. I don't like it, I don't love it, and I don't hate it, but it's just not all that. My least favorite look, Robin. I am so confused as what the fuck was going on with Robin's hair. I sat there and looked all night long. I could not figure out Robin's hair to save my life. Actually, you know what? Actually, it's a tie. It's a tie between who I like and who I don't like, for both. So I said Karen, and as much as I don't care for her right now. Nope, scratch that. I was gonna say Monique, but no, it's not Monique. It's actually Wendy that I like. Surprisingly, it's Wendy. Now, Wendy's dress standing up, it looks a mess to me. But when Wendy sat down, okay, the dress looks better when she sat down. Now, the worst is still Robin with that hair and that dress. And then second is Gizelle. Her hair doesn't look bad, but that Lisa Nicole Cloud dress, it looks like something that a grandma would wear. No shade to grandmas out there, but it just looks like something that an older woman would wear with all the bedazzled stuff. It looked like the rhinestones and all that kind of shit. It just looked like something that an older person would wear. I'm gonna pause here because I'm getting a little long-winded. All right, you guys. So we started the reunion. We started going down memory lane of the ladies' looks over the last 5 seasons. Major upgrades to a lot of the women, Karen specifically. When they showed Karen's old looks, I was like, oh my God. Money makes a difference sometimes. Karen looked better over the seasons. Candace looks about the same. Everybody looks about the same with the exception of Robin and Gizelle. Actually, Robin actually looks a lot. When I was looking at Robin, I'm like, Robin looks, in certain interview looks, she looks a little bit smaller, but she still looks blah. Gizelle still looks the same. Terrible weaves, terrible makeup, no sense of style. So Andy asked the cast, who they think changed the most and who do they think changed the least. Everybody agreed with what I was saying. Karen changed the most, Gizelle changed the least. So Andy asked Karen, has she had any, kind of work done? And she was like, she's had some fillers put in her nose. Karen, you've done a lot more than just some fillers to your nose, but okay, if that's what you want to say. Karen's also got her teeth done. If you guys haven't noticed, Karen's got her teeth done. And I don't know why she didn't say that. I'm like, Karen, your teeth have definitely changed from season 1 to now. You've got your teeth done. You've gotten some work done to your nose. Yeah, Karen's face is definitely different from season 1 because her face season 1 and season 2 was more, I don't know, it was different. I can't put my finger on it, but her face definitely changed. Then they talk about, Gizelle, I think that, oh yeah, they talked about Gizelle's style. Giselle believes this is all thanks to Karen. I'm like, no, ma'am. It is not thanks to Karen. The viewers, we've been talking about your style for the last since this show started. We've been discussing how tacky you look. If it ain't the eyeshadow, it's the weave. If it ain't the weave, it's the wardrobe. If it ain't the wardrobe, it's the whole fucking ensemble. A mess. A mess. Tackier than fuck. Yeah, for the first half of the reunion, they didn't really talk about anything. Um, they talked to Karen about, Andy actually mentioned the fact that when Giselle was on Watch What Happens Live, which I actually saw that episode, she was talking about the fact that Karen was wearing some fake Fendi, and Bravo messy ass had to go and show it, and it actually Giselle was telling the truth. Her Fendi actually said Indy, and Karen was like she got it altered. I'm like, girl, you got it altered. Now I can see it if you got, she said she got the shoulders altered. Huh? Karen, I love you to death. But girl, just say it was fake. It is what it is. Cause I mean, if you get it altered, why the fuck are they cutting? The Fendi was back here on it wasn't up here. Why are they altering that anyways? You alter pants. I mean, I guess you could alter a shirt, but alterations are literally, you take parts of the fabric out. You take some of the fabric out. That's what an alteration is. You take fabric out. If you alter your pants, like you alter your pants, alter your dresses, they take some of the fabric out. They're not gonna take some of the logo out. But okay, Karen. If that's what you want to say, go for it. I'm starting to question Andy with these fan questions. I think these are questions that Andy asked. Now, I do know that Andy does post on his Twitter for questions when he gets ready to film the reunion. But here's the thing. He was just on, so Watch What Happens Live. Currently, Watch What Happens Live is pre-recorded. So it's recorded in advance prior to the show airing. So whatever show Andy is talking about for that night is just airing for the first time, but they have already filmed the episode of Watch What Happens Live. So somebody asked, so on Watch What Happens Live, a viewer asked a question about, what was the question about? I'm trying to remember what the question was. Oh, it was about the Potomac reunion. But you guys know that the reunion just aired tonight, and I don't know when any of them filmed this episode of Watch What Happens Live. But if they filmed this a few days ago, then the fans didn't see the show yet. So how did you get a fan question? Because I don't think Watch What Happens Live is live right now. I think it's still pre-recorded. I could be wrong, but with the reunion, a fan asked a question, why did Giselle click so, why did she click so well with Wendy? Whereas with other women that joined the show, she's so shady towards them. And Giselle says, well, she kind of knew of Wendy because she's from Baltimore. And, Wendy also knows Jamal. And then there are also Soros. The thing is, I guess you just didn't, I think the issue with Giselle is with other women, i.e. Candace, i.e. Monique, i.e. Ashley. I feel like she looks down on those women. And when it came down to Wendy, you couldn't look down on the woman because she's done more than you have. I think Giselle has looked down on the other women that has joined the show because she thinks she's here and she feels like they're here. And I could be wrong, but it is what it is. So, Andy asked Wendy, how has her first season been a housewife? She says, it's good. She says her sons believe that they're famous. He also asked her, she's still teaching. She says yes. He asked her what she's teaching. I didn't listen. he asked her, what is it like, in the Nigerian community. She says they treat her like royalty when she goes to the market. So while they were talking about her, Wendy's degrees, Giselle and Robin said that, Giselle actually said this, that when they were at New Birth, that Karen wanted Wendy off of the show. Karen said that's not true, but not Wendy, but Robin chimed in and said, yes, that is true. Karen, you did say that. I'm like, surprise, surprise. Look at Robin standing up for her good girlfriend. So Wendy says that, it is what it is. She feels that the reason that Karen was the way she was with her is because she felt like, Karen, she said, I'm trying to get my words together, you guys, sorry. So Wendy said that the reason that she felt like Karen treated her the way that she did is because she didn't come to her like Ashley and like Candace did, like she's Mother Goose, looking to her for guidance and stuff like that. And Karen says that, from this day, they can start over. Please do, because I really don't give a fuck about it. Oh, the fan question. I don't know how I fucking looked over that. The fan question that they asked. Oh, wait. I'm going all out of order. I just realized I was going out of order. So one of the fans' questions was for Karen. Why was she gunning for the Green Eyed Bandits? And she said, when she was gunning for the Green Eyed Bandits, it was just, basically fun shade. Robin had to disagree with that, and she mentioned the fight, about, because you guys know Karen on social media blamed Robin and Giselle for the fight. And Robin was like, people was telling me that I needed to get dragged and da-da-da-da-da. Robin, shut the fuck up. I don't care. So yeah, I guess I was just I was going too fast. But yeah, I've already talked about Wendy, so let's pause here. All right, you guys, next we talk about Candace. Actually, guys, before we talk about Candace, I do want to say a congratulations to Candace. So if you guys don't know, Candace was in the holiday movie on BT called The Christmas Lottery. I haven't finished the movie yet. I'm almost finished with it. I got like maybe a few minutes left in it. I have to say the movie is really, really good. If you guys have not watched it, go check out BET. I know that they're re-airing it. You know how BET is. They re-air a movie, they run it into the ground. But yes, I do have to say that movie, really good. Love the story. It's a different story than it's a different story than, most of the Christmas movies that we have. Like, This Christmas, what was the other one that was similar to This Christmas? It's nothing like those. The Christmas Lottery, I'm not gonna give it away. You guys go watch it. Really good movie. I was thoroughly, thoroughly entertained. And Candace, like I said, Candace did a great job with the movie. So Andy mentions the fact that Candace has moved into her own home, and he talks about her song. He asked her, how does her song compare to Coffee and Love? She said it doesn't. I don't know if Ashley thought she was gonna get a one-up on Candace because talking about, she's performed her song live. Ashley, your vocals, they're shit. They're trash. They're terrible. Candace was correct in that about your song and your vocals. Trash as fuck. I actually saw one of my friends on Instagram listening to that terrible last song. I'm like, how in the fuck can you sit and listen to trash like that? That song is horrible. Ugh. And hopefully you were listening to, I'm hoping you listen to this shit on Apple Music, but even still, you're streaming it. Ugh. Coffee and Love? And why did Candace have to say that her vocals were trash? Because they got into it. But I'm like, Ashley, she spoke the truth. You might not want to hear it, but she spoke the truth. So yeah, they go back and forth. Candace, her mouth. Candace, she can go low. Candace can really, really go low because she told Ashley to get tested because her husband is itching. I was like, ooh. God, I'm like, damn. I'm not even gonna say anything. I thought it was funny. And here's the thing that I have the issue with, because I think one of the viewers, somebody pointed it out. My thing is, fuck Ashley. People want Candace to apologize to Ashley for the shit that she said, but Ashley, and I said it in one of my reviews recently, it's almost as if they want us to forget what Ashley has done to Robin, what she's done to Karen, what she did. And here's my other problem. Here's a problem that I do have. Monique has this vitriol for Candace, right? I don't know what Candace has done that's so bad to Monique. Whereas Ashley is the one that said that you were drunk and accused you of being drunk when you had your miscarriage. But here you are befriending this girl. I figured it out with Monique and Ashley. It's kind of like what Nene was saying about Atlanta, that the girls had an alliance. With these girls on the Potomac, they have an alliance. Like, you cannot tell me that there's no alliances on this show. I feel like Karen, Ashley, and Monique are in an alliance. And then I feel like Giselle, Robin, Wendy, and Candace are in an alliance with each other. Because for the life of me, I just can't understand Ashley and Monique's. I know somebody put this in my comments a few weeks ago. I can't remember who it was, but somebody definitely put this in my comments about Monique. I lost my train of thought. With Monique, the issue is, or it might have been in Rock's comments, I can't remember. The issue is with Monique, like, it's weird. Here's what I was gonna say. Candace was defending her friend in season 4. Like, Candace had the issue with Ashley, had already had the issue with Ashley, but she was also standing up for Monique, her friend, because of the terrible comments that Ashley had made. Like, I'm just still not understanding what this beef is. Because I feel like with Monique, if you're gonna have an issue with one, have an issue with all the women, because pretty much all of them, with the exception of maybe Karen, Wendy, and I'm even say Candace. None of them have mentioned anything about your family. Like I said, Ashley was talking about you being drunk when you had that car accident and attributing that to you having a miscarriage. That was low and disgusting, but you forgave her for that, which me personally, I would have never forgiven her for that. That was disgusting. But now you have this big, huge issue with Candace. And then, you come to this season. Actually, I'm going to save that for when I get to Monique, because I'm going to go in on her. I'm going to go in on Monique, so I'm going to save that. So then the viewer did ask the question about, because Ashley keeps saying that, when it comes down to Wendy and stuff with her and the degrees, she says that Wendy was aggressive toward her. So a viewer asked, is colorism to blame for the reason that Candace and Wendy are called aggressive? That's a subject I could speak on it, but I don't want to speak on it because I can't say yes or no if it's colorism. I know other people have spoke on it. Do I agree? It's kind of hard for me to say, because when it comes down to it, I guess you could say it is a bit of colorism. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comment section what you guys think. I do think there is a double standard, however. It's a double standard between Ashley and Candace. And I'll even say Ashley, Candace, and Wendy. Ashley has been able to say and do whatever she wants to do, and nobody comes at her about it. But when Candace says whatever, people want to attack her. We also find out that Candace is in grad school, and she and Chris are still trying to figure out if they want to have kids. We're gonna put a bow in it right here and move forward. All right, guys, and then we close the reunion out. This part of the reunion out, talking about Giselle and her home, her businesses, and everything, and her relationship. So Andy asked Giselle, "Is the house still being, is it completed?" She says, "No, COVID stopped that." He asked her about, the viewers we talked about her house. She thinks, she says she buys pieces that she likes and she puts them together and it works. And Karen says, and sometimes it doesn't, which it doesn't work. So then, they talk about her businesses. So, because a viewer asked the question, the viewer said that again, I feel like this is Andy being shady as fuck. So, the viewers said that they went to Giselle's website for Every Hue Beauty, and the website wasn't working. So they asked her what's going on with that. Giselle says, her manufacturer is shut down. I'm like, bull fucking shit. Your manufacturer shut down, so that means, I guess in COVID, no, ma'am. I'm not even gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. I was so here for Karen because Karen had her foot firmly attached to Giselle's thick ass neck and she was not letting up. I mean, Karen had her foot on her neck. So she did say, Karen said, well, I heard that your company was liquidated, so is it still in business? She said, I think I just answered that question. No, you didn't. You didn't answer that question. You hem and hawed around the question. But I think she eventually had to come out and say, yep, it's not in business anymore. So, another viewer, I think, asked the question of, about her dad and her girls. She defended her dad, saying if her dad didn't feel that, say the things, feel the way that he felt about Jamal, then she would have an issue with that. She says the girls, them watching the show back, they were able to have a conversation with Jamal. I'm like, are you sure about that? Because I still don't think those girls see it for their daddy. Really don't. So then, Karen, somebody asked a question about the relationship between she and Jamal. And Karen said that, she's heard that the relationship was just for a storyline, which I've heard that as well. I've definitely heard that relationship is for a storyline. So then Monique had been sitting on ready the entire time. They were actually, to be quite honest with you, they were paying Monique dust for the reunion. The first half, they were paying Monique dust. Because she was, I'm going to backtrack just a little bit. So when I was talking about that aggressive comment that Wendy was talking about, Monique tried to chime in and Wendy paid her dust. So Monique was like, so it's okay if they call me a hood rat? And Candace was like, well, you call yourself hood, so it fits. Oops, excuse me, y'all. But like I said, Monique was sitting on ready from the go with this reunion. But again, they were paying her dust. Now, I was just on Instagram before I came on the channel. So Monique, she showed her reunion look. She posted a picture of her look solo. Then she took a picture with she and Karen. And then she has this video of that binder that she has. So one tab had Monique. One tab had former best friend. One tab had posted. One tab had Ashley. One tab had Robin, Karen, Last Lady, and Wendy. Here's my thing. So, do I need this anymore? Oh, before we talk about that, Karen asked the question, does Jamal have another baby? Because you guys know that before this show actually started earlier, I think this was actually during the summer. Nope, this is before the summer. Actually, this was back in March or so when Real Housewives of Atlanta was still on, that it came out that Jamal had fathered another baby. So Karen asked about that question, and Giselle, again, him and hawed around it, but she ultimately said that he doesn't have another baby. So yeah. Okay. So I know where I'm at. So I don't need this anymore. So we're gonna stop with the notes, and we're just gonna go from, just me talking to you guys. So Monique, like I said, Monique has this binder. I have an issue with Monique. I'm actually tired of talking about Monique, keeping it 100% real with you guys. I'm so fucking tired of discussing Monique. I would be happy, honestly, I would really be happy if Bravo didn't bring her back. I would be. Because I don't want to, if she is returned for season 5, season 6. The one thing that we need to do is we need to dead this storyline with she and Candace. We need to dead that. Candace, here's my advice to you. In this off season, whenever y'all start back filming, before y'all start back filming, what I want you to do is, I want you to, I know COVID is, around and rampant. Do yourself a favor. One, buy some brass knuckles. If she come even within 5 feet of you, post up on the ass. Number 2, take a self-defense class. Take karate. Take jujitsu. Take whatever the fuck you gotta take. So that way the next time she can't catch you off guard, be ready for her to just attack her ass. And then if Bravo says something to you, say, well, shit, this is y'all's fault. Y'all didn't do anything about it when she hit me last time. So if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So shit, have that. But here's where my issue falls in with Monique. I really don't want to talk about this, but I'm going to. My issue with Monique happens to be with this situation with the live that she did at the beginning of the season when she was talking about the trainer. She was talking about the fact that the girls wanted to say that Chase was not Chris's. Monique, you said it yourself that you knew about this rumor prior to a reunion filming. So if you knew about this prior to reunion filming, and this happened at Andy's baby shower. Andy's baby shower was what, 2019? So you knew about it. No, yeah, it was 2019. It was last year. Because Candy was in the Big Brother house. Yep, it was last year. So you knew about this before now. And you went into this season filming with Giselle, filming with Robin, filming with the ladies who were involved in this situation. And you didn't say anything. My other issue with you is you talk about Charisse, but you were able to take a picture with Charisse in the picture at Ashley's baby shower. Monique, you're just a hypocrite. That's all it is. You're a hypocrite. And you went for the weakest person. That's all it is. You went for the weakest person. Because you won't get that same energy to Giselle. You won't get that same, you definitely didn't get that same energy to Robin when you put that umbrella up to her neck. Because Robin was in your face. And all you did was put the umbrella up to Robin's neck. Because the same energy that you gave to Candace, you should have gave that to Robin when she was in your face. But Monique knows who to fuck with and Monique knows who not to fuck with. She knew that Candace would be an easy target. She knew she could fuck with Candace and Candace wouldn't do anything. But whereas the other women, she won't fuck with them. I'm tired of talking about Monique. So Monique goes in her binder and she brings out some text messages from Jamal and his alleged girlfriend that's a pastor. And it's so funny. I mean, I would assume Giselle saw that, because even my cousin, she sent me a text message with that link in it. Because this woman that Monique is talking about, she is definitely out there, and she's definitely saying that she and Jamal had a relationship with each other. Now the thing is with this text message, it doesn't necessarily prove anything. Because I'm like, what does that prove? Okay, so it proves that Jamal had a conversation with this woman. It doesn't prove that because in the text message, it said that this is just for a reality show. He's telling this woman certain things. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, so men can't lie to a woman just to get what they want? Is that what you're saying? I was just confused by that. And then she says, your pastor boyfriend is slinging his big D all around Atlanta. Girl, tell us something that we don't know. Give us some real tea that we don't know. But you guys, that was the end of part 1 of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. Let me know what you guys thought about the reunion. Let me know who your best, worst look was. Yeah, let's just have a discussion in the comment section below. Did I say you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel? Hit that bell notification button so you guys are aware when I drop anything else. Share this video. And until the next one, you guys stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, wear your mask, socially distance, and I'll see you guys later. And also, you guys drop down into that description bar and, go check out my affiliate link. Be sure to, if you guys purchase anything, use the 10% discount code so you guys can get a discount. And I'll see you guys later. I'm getting off of here to edit this shit and put it up to you guys and go to bed. Bye, guys.